Morning all. It's around 8:15 and yeah, I'm in two minds where to go today. I'm sort of I want to ride, but not sure where to go, London or the countryside. It's going to be another hot one, so I think what I'll do is head towards Uxbridge and then make up my mind what I'm going to do from there on in, because I can go off to two different places. I think London's a bit hot today, a bit fuming I should think. But there's the tandem waiting for a ride. Yeah, so okay, let's see where we head up to. We're about 6 miles out now, 7 miles, a couple of miles past Uxbridge. I didn't video the beginning of the rides because that's on a lot of other videos, and yeah, well, it's a really nice day. It's a nice breeze, the heat is up, and I've decided to come down the A40. I'm on the A40 now. Like I say, I'm a few miles past Uxbridge, heading towards Beaconsfield. Still haven't really made up my mind where I'm going, which is good. It's a bit polleny today, noticed. Feel it at the back of my throat. It's a bit dusty as well. It's very dry. But yeah, so I've got a feeling I probably might end up in Marlow. Fancy a good 50 plus miles. So I did Marlow, I think last week. But if I remember rightly, I was videoing it and the video cameras kept playing up. So I've dug out my backup flip cams. Which have got better batteries in them. I think the other two flip cams, the batteries are playing up. I don't think it's the actual cameras themselves, but we'll have to wait and see. I've ordered some new batteries. So yeah, this is quite a long drag down to Beaconsfield, and then I'll turn off just before by Wickham and cut down to Marlow that way, through Marlow. Or I might even change my mind. I don't know. But it's a lovely day. The legs are working well. I've had a few problems with Achilles tendons since I gave up riding the velo. Because I was riding the velo for something like almost 3 years on it, and it must have been slightly different angle. Now I've started to ride the trikes in earnest again, obviously because I've sold the velo. Yeah, they were starting to play up something chronic. It was quite worrying at one time, but I pulled the cleats back a good 1/4 of an inch from where they were, and I've got something stalking me behind me. I don't know what it is. Some sort of lorry. Here we go. Yeah, I pulled the cleats back and just kept going, and yeah, they're feeling good now. They're starting to sort of build up again to what they should be, so that worked out fine. And at the moment I've got no problems with them. More later. So I head into Beaconsfield, not very far away from Beaconsfield now. I'll be glad to get off this road. It's very dusty. Got it on my lips and inside my mouth, so yeah. It's chip seal as well a lot of the way. It's really rough chip seal. It's not a very good ride, but this is the most direct route really to where once I get through Beaconsfield it's okay. the roundabout we're coming up to, and then it's Beaconsfield up after that. Okay, we've arrived at Beaconsfield. Again, it's been on lots of videos in the past, so I'm not going to linger. So, picturesque. Some really nice old buildings down here. Manor house in there. This is quite nice. Georgian, pre-Georgian houses. Not far away from the turn off now. Going to do a left turn, second left turn in fact, down to Woburn, and then small Marlow, and then Marlow itself. I just realised there's a big fire or there was a big fire at Small Marlow. I don't know whether the road's closed or it's going to affect the route, I don't know, but we'll have to find out when we get there. Yeah, we're not far off the turn there. The first turning here, this one, is the one I normally take when I'm going to do a sort of a 50-mile ride, and that sort of, I can either go down there to Windsor and then cut through to Burnham, or we've got the this one coming up now, second one that goes down to Woburn and Small Marlow and then Marlow. As you can see, so I won't film going down here because it's got the most amazing hill, and you need two hands really to negotiate it. It could be deadly. Still a bit busy. Okay, once we do this turning, then we're going to go out into the countryside. Should be able to breathe easier. Still a really nice, oh that's a lovely church. I'll have to visit that one of these days. Cracker. Some old buildings there, look. Golly. Seen some years I think. Looks like an old school or something. Still a really nice breeze. It'll be behind me on the way back. It's in my face at the moment, which is not too bad. Okay, here we are. for the right turn to Small Marlow. Yeah, like I say, it's quite a long haul from here. It's quite surprising. Okay. We're off. Okay, down to Small Marlow and Marlow itself. I don't know what it is, when you get here, there's certain places I ride through that smell of TCP. It's really strange. You get this really sort of heavy smell of TCP. It's either a plant or it is TCP, one of the two. It's a very distinctive smell. I often wonder what it is or where it's coming from. You can never locate it, and it's always at that spot. I just went by there, and there's another spot just the other side of Burnham that you go past these particular houses, and it smells of TCP. It's really strange. One of those mysteries of life. I think this is Small Marlow. Always get mixed up between them. No, that wasn't Small Marlow. It's further up. I've got a big lorry behind me at the moment, so I'm going to pull over and let him in. Yeah, that lorry, I couldn't find a place to pull in, but he was very patient and he never hassled me, and he stayed behind me until we got to a point where it was safe for him to overtake, and he gave me a little bib and I waved him on, and then noticed it was a French lorry. That's why he had the patience. Big articulated lorry. If that had been an English lorry, it would have pushed me all over the place. But, not all English lorries, but a lot of them, you know, that's our culture in it, really. No patience or anything nowadays. Toryism. Small Marlow now. That just there was a hose pipe. It's going over to where the fires were. I think they're out because you can't smell them. Anyway, I'm going to put it down because I'm on a weird junction. Okay, round this roundabout, and then the next stop is Marlow itself. Oh. So I don't disappear down one of these big holes. Okay, coming into Marlow now. Some really nice old buildings in Marlow. It's quite a historical place, Marlow. As you can see, they're lovely, aren't they? Don't think I'd like to live in them though. Depends on whether they've been built on the back, I suppose. Oh, this is Marlow Centre anyway. Now just on the right hand side here is a bike shop that sells trikes. It's a nice dealer. There it is, just down there on the corner there, look. It's a really nice bike shop for trikes. It's nice to see a dealership. I think it's too far away for me though. Just to pop down. It's just as quick for me to order directly off of ice anyway if I need anything. It's usually there the next day. It's excellent service. Okay, we do a left turn here and go down the main high street. Oh, there you go. Goes down to the Thames, goes down to the Marlow Bridge and the Thames. a very affluent area. When we came down here the other day, we stopped off to get an ice cream just down here on the right hand side, and because it was homemade ice cream, it was £9 a scoop. Honestly, I'm not joking, £9 a scoop. They must have been selling it, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. But you think, what's my name? Stupid? I suppose if you got the money, I suppose. There's the Marlow church down there, lovely. I'll stop off and do a little bit of filming there. Well worth a look. Oh. There was a beautiful red Ferrari parked down here the other day. Beautiful looking thing. Cream interior, red body, beautiful thing. A work of art. Quite amazing really. I used to work near a garage that serviced those up in King's Cross in London, and it's a minimum of £1,000 for a service. That's a minimum. That's just an ordinary short service. God knows what the full service would cost you. But if you can afford one, then you can afford the servicing, can't you? Okay, this is Marlow Church. Look at that, that's a beaut, isn't it? Oh. That's superb. Okay, there's the Marlow Bridge there, look. Just go down the end here. Look at that. I'm going to go over that in a minute. Lovely bridge, that one. Lovely bridge. If you're into bridges. This is the River Thames. That's the view of the church from this side. Stunning, really. It's got a nice spire, this one. In the background. The river. It's amazing how clean the river is nowadays. Years ago. These are a few years old. Nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows they existed. Bit of a waste of land really, but there you go. Such is life. I think this one was made so whoever was under there couldn't get out. That's a view of the bridge. Basically this is where the cameras broke down, but what we're going to do on the, well, cameras broke down on the last ride. What we're going to do is come over the bridge, and the first left turn take us a straight road into that hill over there, and then you climb up the side of it. It's quite a long haul, you climb up the side and over the top, and then a nice ride back to Burnham out that way for a cup of tea, I think. Beautiful day still.
With Christ Jesus himself as the cornerstone. In him the whole structure is joined together and grows into a holy temple in the Lord, in whom you also are built together spiritually into a dwelling place for God. Thanks be to God.
Yeah, bit of a church service going on there. I didn't realise there was one going on. But, there you go. Shows you how authentic it is, doesn't it? Still being used. Okay, now we have the crossing of Marlow Bridge. You always get somebody who wants to squeeze by you. There you go. Me next. Oh, mate. Chat. Beautiful bridge. Oh, yeah, let me through. That's good. It's nice of them. Thank you very much. Breathe in. Okay. First left turning coming up. Okay, right down the bottom to this road, till you can't go any further, till you go around the corner, and then I'll start climbing up that big hill. It's alright, just plod along. No pain, no gain. Just over there at the top is where you go over, and then you climb there. And this, like I say, this is where my video cameras broke down last week. Batteries failed in 2 days. So I've got the backup ones today. Lucky enough, you can still pick these cameras up quite cheaply for about 35 quid if you keep looking. And they're great little cameras. Stopped making them years ago. This is also the road that's used on the London to Oxford ride I have every year. And they come down this hill at an incredible speed, and there's quite a tight turn at the bottom of here. Lucky enough there's a roll-off road, and a lot of them that can't make it and realise they're going too fast end up going up this road here, and if there's no cars coming they live. If they don't, well, you know, if there's a car coming they wish there wasn't. Go down that road there. This is quite good. I'm in the wrong gear, so I'm going to have to stop. That's it, right gear now. So, yeah, this is quite a climb. So it gets stays like this for probably about 3/4 of a mile, and then up and over, which is the worst bit. But it's good. You plod along. I'm in the granny ring. It's not really a problem. Right, this is where it gets steeper. I don't know if you can make out that. It's quite a steep bit. Oh. Yeah, test out the ankles. That's the worst. And then, that's it. Just a little bit more. And we're at the top. Pant. That's made me sweat. Oh, car coming. I'm still climbing. But it's not too bad, if you get what I mean. It's just, this isn't steep, it's that last little corner, and it's just a sort of a little drag, about a mile. It's gently going uphill. It's a little bit of a hill here, climbs up again a little bit, but it's not bad. Better than a sharp stick in the eye. It's got me sweating now. There's no breeze up here either. There's the trees, I suppose. That's it. And out at the top. Oh, I had a breather. Actually, it's quite a long run down now. I don't have to pedal for quite a long way. I've been rolling now for about a mile and a half. I haven't pedalled yet. Look at that one. Nice out here, it's a lovely breeze. Now, I just realised that a little bit of the cloth they put over the mics had slipped over the front of the lens. That's what that black thing you can see on one side is. Never mind. So I don't know how long that's been there. I don't actually look at what I'm filming when I turn it on, I just listen for it to go on and off. So it's 3 minutes past 12, and again I'm still not that thirsty, so I might as well complete the ride. I was going to stop for a cup of tea, but I'm not going to now. Depends what time I get down to. Yeah, I know, I don't think. No, I won't stop for a cup of tea, I'll continue. If I get down to Uxbridge in good time, I might pop into the cafe there and have a quick cup of tea. Again, it all depends what I feel like. So again, from Burnham Beaches to home, I've videoed that quite a lot, so I'm going to put the video camera away now and just enjoy the ride. Not that I don't enjoy it videoing, because I quite like doing it, otherwise I wouldn't do it. But it gets a bit repetitious filming the same old thing. So I'm going to put the camera away now, and if anything drastic happens, then I'll take the camera out again. There's Barry's Peer Gynt. Join me for a cup of tea. He's still complaining about his chocolate chip cookie ice cream. There wasn't enough chocolate chips in it, apparently. Can I interview you about your chocolate chip cookies? Did you get what you wanted in the end?
I never get what I want.